going, everybody? Level M diecast Majorette on tap for today. Something a little bit different. Volkswagen, the originals. This is the premium deluxe set. This is actually available here in the U.S. This has been available at good old Walmart. Of course, imported by Giada. Every time you see this sticker on there, that means they brought something in for us. We don't get too much of that, but we get some of that. Now, here's the funny thing about this particular set. So this one right here, this one is the Volkswagen. This one was actually available previously in just one of their random assortments that you find at the store. And we cracked one of those open in a previous haul. So I have that Volkswagen right here. These are double diecast. They are diecast metal with diecast metal bases to make them even more premium. Of course, they still have suspension and rubber tires. Accessory on the top, we've talked about this particular one. Like I said, we've cracked this one open. It does come with a surfboard, no print or anything on it, but uses this kind of universal little attachment piece on the top. And it does have a opening feature, which is the front trunk, which doesn't really do anything, but it opens nonetheless. Details on it look pretty decent, so nothing particularly fancy. So we'll just throw that one up there. We've cracked that one open before. So now we'll roll on to the stuff that we get now. This one looks pretty decent. This is one of the Volkswagen transporter buses, the food services version. Now these do come with those pointless metal tins. Really bothers me, the metal tins, because I feel like they're really pointless. But that's just me. That is the tin right there. Just says the originals on there. Majorette right here. Majorette again with the little peace symbol. And then there is the tin. It does have a nice closing lid on it, but nothing particularly fancy. I'm just going to set that one right there. So this is our food truck. Now, I will tell you, these models are actually pretty heavy because they're metal and metal. And this is a pretty large piece. So it's all metal body, metal base. The two moving features are metal as well. It says the Hungry Hippie on it. Of course, it's a super hippie style. Lensed headlights as per usual. Volkswagen symbol on there. And of course, suspension again with rubber tires. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It definitely fits the bill of being a hippie. This has an opening top. You see they have additional print underneath there with a little peace symbol being the fork and knife. That's kind of hilarious. And then this is like the serving counter. So as you walk up, and there would be like the serving counter. There is a stove in the back, a little bit of like a cutting board, maybe some baking goods there on the right, sink and stuff like that. There's some pretty decent detail in there. These two pieces actually fold together. There's a little lip, as you can see on the top, a little notch here on the top to keep the side from coming down. So in case it gets worn out from using it for too much, that's what will happen. So we'll throw that guy up in there. It's tight. All right, next one up is going to be our window bus. It's not a 21 window, but it's got a lot of windows to it. Card art looks pretty good too. There's a hologram on there as well. It's added on just in case some people out there want to collect cardboard and cards. Certainly not what we do here on the channel. We crack it all open. Definitely all open. There is the little tin for this one. It says the originals. Of course, a peace symbol. Again, just nothing on the inside. So I always wonder if I'm going to open that someday and there's going to be something in there. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. It says love, peace, and music on the side. Again, all metal with rubber tires and all that good stuff like that. This does have a opening feature in the back, which is already opened up. Just closes right up like that. Pretty straightforward. Purple base is an interesting color choice, but I think they did a pretty good job capturing, the hippie style to Volkswagens. This does use the same surfboard attachment piece that the first Beetle was that we looked at. So we'll get this snapped on there. It's pretty cool. Like the color match. It's the same color as the interior. It looks pretty decent. So again, nothing particularly fancy. Lens headlights. Details look pretty good. It's like a wave and stuff like that on the side, which is kind of cool. I like the kind of freestyle effect this one has a little bit. All right, this one is like the pickup truck version, except for this has like a billboard on the back. I think that is a brand new modified version of this particular casting. I don't think that's been seen previously, but if you guys are, you know, actual Majorette collectors outside the U.S. that get stuff, you can let me know. The originals, there is the tin for this one. Looks good. Again, nothing on the inside, but always going to take a look just in case. So there is the kind of billboard truck. It says free entry on it. Peace and music. This one has a little bit of a bumper detail in the front. Looks good. Lens headlights as well. There is an interior in there, even though the window is super dark. There is an interior in there. I don't know if that... Oh, it just comes right off. So that uses the same attachment piece as the rest of these. So if you wanted to, say for instance, moving the shelf around here. If you want to take this guy right here and you want to take that off, you can take this and you can attach it right on the top. This way. Here we go. And put it right on there, and there you go. You can use it on this one if you want to. It is printed on both sides, by the way. So something that even Matchbox does not do. Now, if this had a bigger space, you could actually pull this little attachment piece and put it on there because they are universal, but because it doesn't have a big enough spot, that just uses that little piece there. So we'll put our other guy there, just stating that, you know, all these accessories can be moved around onto other models, which is pretty nice. Uses some Fuchs style wheels. This looks good. Super suspension on this one. This one has quite a bit of wheel travel. So, and of course these are all basically the same scale. I think this one is 1/63rd scale. So I think they're all pretty much the same. All the Volkswagen vans are the same. The Beetle's a little bit off. The Beetle is actually a 1/64 claim to be. All right, the last two originals, which is actually kind of cool. This is your Mark I Golf, which is a very, very cool addition. Now, you will notice this casting is way bigger than the rest of those, but that's okay. You know, Majorette is not particularly... They don't particularly care about the scale. They just make the castings as they want. This one looks pretty cool. Definitely a little bit more modern flair to it. So I do like that card art on there. A little bit better than the original one. So we'll pop these down there. Get some of the originals. They all say the originals, by the way. All of them say the originals. All right, so this Golf is a relatively newer casting. Also uses those nice Fuchs wheels. I really like the checkerboard on the top. That looks really, really good. A couple of side mirrors on there as well. Of course, it still has suspension, although this guy fills up the wheels like exact, so they really don't move much. But it does have a metal base. Again, another decent heavy hitter. 1/52nd scale is this one because it's a little bit on the big side. Lens headlights on the front says GTI. Pop the hood up. There is your four-banger down in there. It's an okay amount of detail. It's not super great, but it's an okay amount. The prints in the back look really, really good. It says Volkswagen Golf GTI. Hook assembly model right here. No rivet in the back. So I'm not really sure how Majorette gets away with this because, you know, Hot Wheels and Matchbox are not really allowed to do that hook assembly very much unless it's an ultra premium. All right, the very last one in the mix is another Golf GTI. So this is the full set of 6. So yes, if you want to be a completionist like we are here at the channel, they've finally allowed you to complete an entire set, which is good. Because previously, if you wanted to complete anything with Majorette, good luck. So there is the originals on this one. Nothing particularly fancy, just another straightforward one. And just kind of stick that guy right there. This one looks kind of cool. It's got, just says Golf on the side. Again, rubber tires, all that good stuff like that. Prints in the back. Exactly like the other one. Still uses the same black base the other one have. So it probably helps it a little bit with the cost. There is a little bit of that red striping on the front. For, of course, it being a GTI. Looks very, very good. Pop the hood up. It is a black interior, so it kind of soaks up the details a little bit more than per usual. But the hood closes very, very good. Looks good. I do like this version. I like the other version better. I think the red one's way, way better than this one. But this one's still a pretty decent one. This one actually blends into the background a little bit better. So there you go. A little bit of Majorette action on tap. The originals Volkswagen set now available in the U.S., which is good. Been out in other countries and other areas across the world for a while, but just brand new here for the U.S. So pretty happy that we get those, and hopefully Majorette will keep on kicking us some stuff, even if we get the sloppy seconds, so to speak. Anyways, we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Diecast. Peace.